Everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Bayou Breakdown. We're joined, as always, by Jack Tiernan. Jack, how you doing?
Brian, I'm about to buy you breakdown myself because I'm not. The game is terrible, but we're here, ready to talk about some Saints, unfortunately. But could be
Yeah,
worse.
no, I
Feels like last year's
understand.
Miami minute. Yeah, this is
hmm
tough.
hmm Yeah, that was rough. That was very rough. So, if any silver lining, the Bucks also lost. So,
That's true, if
the
nothing else,
division's still possible. We're
somehow.
getting we're getting a little tight here, but they could still make a run maybe. But yeah, the Saints lost to the 49ers 13-0. What are your big takeaways from this game?
Big takeaways. I think we go back to the same couple of weeks, maybe a couple of weeks ago when we were on just kind of a losing skid then as well. Um, I think that Dennis Allen just has no idea what he's doing when it comes to, coaching, um, calling plays, right? Being the guy to call those offensive plays, like trying to. I think we talked about it before. It's kind of like a market basket edition of Sean Payton's offense. Like it's just not good. Um, like the play calling doesn't necessarily align. Like it doesn't mesh. It feels rigid. Dalton, frankly, just doesn't know the offense well enough. I feel like to succeed. Um, I'm still waiting for Jameis to be our starting quarterback again. To be honest with you,
I feel like at this point it could definitely happen at any
I think so
moment.
too.
It could
My strategy,
go
I
right.
feel like there's like a Dennis Allen big brain, or I want to convince myself that there is, that he's just not going to play Jameis and say that he stinks, and then he's going to
Mhm.
re-sign him for dirt cheap next year, like to an extension or something. I don't know, like maybe Mickey Loomis is in on it too. I don't know, man.
Mhm.
I will be very surprised if he being Dennis Allen finishes the year while staying within the organization. I'll be very surprised.
Mhm. Um, I mean that'd be tough. Just 1 year and then out. I guess we'll
Yeah,
see. But so I guess my big question, looking at the stats,
yeah.
and just the highlights, why are they not running the ball more?
I
I
don't
don't
know,
understand.
Brian. I don't know. That's a Dennis Allen question. I know the leading
Yeah, I
rusher was
need to
freaking
ask him.
Andy Dalton.
Yep. So here's for the people listening, the breakdown. Andy Dalton, 4 carries, 21 yards. Okay, that's good,
That's
I
our leading
guess.
rusher.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
as the leading rusher. Alvin Kamara, 7 for 13. I
Yeah,
feel like
with
you
the
could
fumble.
could get him more. I feel like he did have 6 receptions, but get him some more rushes. Taysom Hill, 6 for 13. Not
Also not
great.
great.
Not either. Mark Ingram, 4 for 10.
Mark Ingram is a shell of himself.
Yeah.
He should not be on this team.
Yeah, he's just old, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I miss Latavius.
Rashid Shaheed, 1 for 6, presumably a trick play.
That's
Uh,
probably a wheel
yeah,
route, I believe.
yeah.
I don't remember it, but
So yeah, I feel like we could have a few more, carries for Alvin Kamara, especially. Last time I checked, Alvin Kamara is one of the best running backs in football. Um, and
that
when
hasn't
you,
changed.
yeah, when your offense is struggling, I feel like maybe you hand it off to him a bunch of times, you see what happens.
I will say there was a period where he was out. He limped off the field for a little bit, so there was probably a slight amount of time that he wasn't
Mm,
there. But even still, like your two best offensive weapons are far and away Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave, right?
yeah,
Olave actually had a decent showing, all things considered.
yeah, five for
Um,
62, not bad.
yeah,
He had another long catch that was called incomplete that I disagree on.
which was really stupid
I don't
that I've
really
watched
see,
four or
yeah,
five
how that
times.
was incomplete. He took no joke. He took like 3 steps
And they were
before
like, "Oh, he
falling.
didn't take that third step," and I'm like, I am really trying to see this from your perspective, and I just cannot.
Right. I can't see that either. So, hey, I guess that's why we're not the refs because we see stuff very clearly and they see it entirely differently.
Yeah,
Um,
good point.
we don't do a patch show anymore, but if we did, I'm sure a topic of discussion would be surviving the ground and hands under balls there. But
That's right, and Hunter Henry would still be shaking his fists.
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm. So
that's yeah, that was really just a collection of yesterday, I feel, right? Like it was a lot of like, why aren't we giving the ball to Alvin? And to be honest, that's been the biggest, like from the Saints fan base foundation standpoint. Um, biggest qualm with Dennis Allen is the play calling, particularly around Alvin Kamara and how he's not getting the ball well enough, and or Andy Dalton does not know how to get him the ball. I have to I don't remember when this was particularly, but I know Chris Olave was out back. Uh, Andy Dalton's supposed to get a quick pitch and catch, get Olave running down the sideline, and Andy Dalton underthrew him by like 5 yards for like a 5 yard throw. Like it was disgusting. I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw that or not, but it
I
was
did.
like
I did see that. Not
I
great.
wanted to die. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I
bad.
don't.
I have my two PTSD. And, like I saw that and I was like, I would be seeing this pass all day for like the next week if Tua threw this pass. So at
Yeah,
least there's that
yeah.
silver
That's a good
lining.
point. There's
Yeah.
yeah, there's if it was I feel like to be honest, I feel like it would have been the same with Jameis, but I think
Mhm.
everybody just kind of knows what Andy Dalton is, and that's a mediocre quarterback.
Yeah, we've given up on him collectively.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
yeah.
like, okay,
Even
Andy,
the Bengals
great.
gave up on him, and then like he did okay for the Cowboys when Dak was hurt, and then he's
Mm,
just kind of been awful since.
yeah. I remember most about his Cowboys tenure was him getting a horrific concussion and nobody on his team doing anything.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
usually someone swings or something when like someone gets like jacked up like that, but no one
Yeah.
did anything.
And everyone was like, "Oh, dang, that
Yeah.
stinks."
No, that
Yeah.
did that didn't bode
Uh-uh.
well.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I mean, what they held the 49ers with 13 points. That's good.
Yeah, the defense is slowly but surely getting healthy, right? That's kind of been a big issue for us all season where like if we're going to make any sort of run, I think you've got to get those guys back. Bradley Roby was back. He's been out. We traded for him last year from the Texans. Um, Cam Jordan was back, or not back, but he was healthy. He was out for a bit, but he's good. Um, I mean, Marshawn Lattimore almost played. I feel like that's a really good sign. If we're able to get our starting corners back, Paulson Adebo was like, so Paulson Adebo, right? He was a good rookie last year. He's finally kind of regaining form. He was really hurt to begin the season, so he was kind of sucking out there. But like our corner depth was so thin because we also traded Chauncey Gardner Johnson, um, which I still don't want to talk about by any means. Who still has he's hurt, probably out for a good portion of time, and will probably finish the year with more picks than the Saints D. Um, like the entire D. Uh, I don't know, man. I every time I'm like talking about a positive thing with the Saints, I feel like I immediately swing it into a negative because of how disappointing this team has been.
Yeah, no, I know it's tough. I mean,
It hurts my soul,
4 and
man.
8 is just a tough record, and then insult to injury, of course, no first round pick to even like soften the blow of a 4 and 8. So
Nope.
just like a long season.
I mean, ironically, it's with the Eagles who we also traded CJ
Mhm.
to. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
that's
who
if
are 10-1 currently.
yeah, they really need it. They're really
Yeah,
struggling
that's
for
great. It's
production.
awesome.
Definitely, definitely good. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to phrase this in any other way. Like, is there any hope right now as a
My
Saints
hope,
fan?
my hope is not in. I just be okay. If I'm gonna put on my eternal optimist hat, I think there
Yes,
is
please
hope
do.
because
Okay,
I think the Bucks lost to the Browns with Jacoby
they did.
Brissett at the helm, right?
His
So,
last start,
yep,
he balled out, beat Tom Brady. Pretty
uh,
impressive.
damn right. Got to give him respect. His
Definitely.
former he was a third stringer on Tom Brady's teams in the past. So
Yeah, he beat his former mentor
his
almost.
mentor's mentor tech. Yeah, either way,
Yeah.
like he beat the greatest of all time. So good for him.
Mhm.
I think the Falcons stink.
Yes,
I mean,
that is very true.
the Panthers are directionless. I feel like, well, they're
Mhm.
they're headed towards a rebuild. Basically, I don't want to say directionless, but
Hey,
Sam Darnold actually,
Sam
yeah,
Darnold won his game yesterday.
he did. Maybe I should shut up.
They
You know
didn't
what?
have to do any of the things they did this offseason. They didn't need to get Baker. They
Nope.
didn't need to like try to, have PJ Walker start. They could have just
Oh,
stuck with Sam Darnold. Granted, he
yeah,
got
he'd been
hurt in the
fine.
preseason, but
Right.
yeah,
He looks a lot better.
he did.
I'll
He
tell you
looked a
that.
lot better. And I think like it's just funny because it's just like, well, did they need Baker? No. Like that was a
No,
waste of, resources.
complete waste.
Yeah. But
I think, but that said, if we come back to, yeah, I feel bad about the Baker thing. I don't know what the hell Baker's going to do. I feel like he is a decent quarterback, but
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. We another time. Yeah, we'll talk
he'll,
about
yeah,
Baker.
well, we could talk. He might be, maybe he'll be the Saints starting quarterback next year. Who knows?
Oh,
But
maybe.
I think I want to know if Jordan Love is available. But what I'm holding out for as a Saints fan is that for some reason, like some team is going to have a quarterback controversy. We're going to get their scraps, and then that
Mhm,
quarterback is going to turn into the next coming, basically. Um,
mhm.
we're gonna redo the Drew Brees phenomena of
Right.
2005,
Yeah,
2006.
yeah.
Um,
Who,
I don't know,
who could
man.
that be?
That's about all there is to look forward
Yeah.
to at this point. Maybe we win the division. Highly doubt
hmm
it.
I feel like the big name. Oh, here, let me ask you this. We'll go into a hypothetical
Oh,
here.
great.
For next year, would you rather have Derek Carr, Jimmy G, or Baker Mayfield?
Hmm. Baker's already. Is this like a cut bench
Yeah,
start type of
cut
situation?
bench
Let's do
start.
that.
Yeah, cut bench start. I like
Give
that.
me. Oh man. Okay. So between Baker, Jimmy G, and Derek Carr,
hmm
I think for this offense, give me start Derek Carr, bench
hmm
Jimmy G, get
Okay.
Baker the hell out of my face.
Okay. Send
Um,
Baker to the XFL.
yeah, pretty
Is what you're
much, pretty
saying.
much. He can go face to face with Johnny Manziel. They can
Mm.
play for the battle of the
I think yeah, I think
retribution.
Manziel's in the fan controlled
Oh,
football
that's
league.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, he
I
is.
don't know if those are exclusive contracts in fairness. He could probably play for both
He
if he
definitely could
wanted
probably
to.
play for both. Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, the one team I actually paid attention to, the fan controlled football league, sold their team to some other people because like they didn't want to support the NFT integration. So
Oh,
I didn't pay attention at all to this season. I
and it's
assume
gone.
Johnny
Yeah.
Manziel was still there.
I don't know. I feel like that would be a great place for Baker
Tio was
though.
there. I'm pretty sure.
Like still though, right? Like he
Yeah,
was there like last season, right? Okay.
yeah, yeah. He also I saw a video of him knocking some dude out in a parking lot. Uh,
To
so yeah,
that tracks. That tracks.
what a guy.
That's that's Terrell Owens for you,
Yeah.
honestly. Maybe the Saints could use him. Honestly, we could
Why
throw him
not?
out there.
He looks in great shape still.
He does. He probably is less
He's
injury
like
prone than Michael
50, but
Thomas.
he's like
He is. He is.
completely shredded.
This is like Jose. What's his face? Jose Canseco trying to get back
Yeah.
to the MLB. Honestly,
Oh
I'm
my
fine
god.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember he played for the Worcester Tornadoes for like
Jose
a few
Canseco.
weeks. Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow. I'm sorry. I've derailed this conversation.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
This is more exciting than Saints right now, though.
Mm,
Frankly, like I'd
yeah.
rather continue this rabbit hole.
All right. So we'll see. Maybe Derek Carr will be the starter for the Saints
I'd
next
love that.
season. I just have heard rumors that the Raiders are trying to move on from Derek Carr, which I don't know what that will mean for Devontae Adams, considering he
That's why
specifically
he
went to the
signed there.
Raiders to play with Derek Carr. So maybe you get both. Who knows?
That that's great. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, Saints will
I
be
would.
right back up with Olave on one
Yeah.
side and
Hopefully,
Devontae Adams on the other.
that's all we
But
need, man. We're
yeah,
about 50K
all I
over
need
50 mil
is
over the
like the
cap
best
anyway.
receiver in the league. It's fine.
Yeah. All I need is
Yeah,
a best receiver and like an above average quarterback. Fine by
yeah,
me.
right. Oh
Said
man.
every team ever.
Jack, anything else about the Saints that you want to touch on that we didn't get to?
Let's see. Who are we playing next week? We can talk about that for a hot second. We're playing the Bucks. Oh man. Okay.
Hey, that's
That's
okay.
that's okay.
The
That
Bucks
would
look
actually be
beatable.
very. The Bucks are beatable. This could be a very interesting if Marshawn Lattimore's back, which I think
hmm
he's trending to be. Um, you love to see the Marshawn Mike Evans matchup every season, twice a year.
hmm Gotta have
So
it.
you gotta
Was it
have
the
it.
last
So
game? Was that this season where
I think
they
so.
both got ejected for fighting?
I'm 90% sure it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, and that was that was fun. I hope that happens again, frankly. It was this season where Bruce Arians is like the one pointing at Mike
Oh
Evans to
right. Oh
go
right. Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so
and now Bruce
wild.
Arians can't be on the sidelines anymore. So
Yeah. Well, what was he on the sidelines to do in
he
the
should not
first
have been there to
place?
begin with.
Yeah.
I have a lot of feelings about that game. I would love to get retribution again on these guys. That would increase our divisional record. Would help us if
Mhm.
it seems like there is a higher
You
likelihood
would
of a
you
tie
would
for
probably
first,
be like tied with the Bucks, right? The Bucks only
yeah,
have 5 wins.
which is pathetic. Also, they should be much better.
They should be,
Um,
but
the
they are
honestly,
not.
the NFC South team that gets through like does have a decent shot if they can just get through. So
Mhm.
um,
Yeah, and then yeah, all right. So let's say they beat the Bucks.
mhm.
Then they got 2 weeks to prepare for the Falcons. They can probably beat the Falcons. That's at home, so that's great.
They should be the Falcons.
They
Please God,
should
if they
be
don't beat the Falcons.
right. Then they have to go to Cleveland. Tough, maybe.
With Deshaun
We'll see
Watson,
how
we'll
Deshaun
see.
Watson's playing.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% convinced he's going to be as good as he was a few
I
years
agree,
ago after not
actually.
playing for so long. Granted, that'll be like 3 or 4 starts for him in,
Mhm.
but we'll see there. I don't want him to be good
Me
personally.
either.
For yeah.
No, same. Can't root for his success.
Mhm.
No way.
And then last 2 weeks, Saints, Eagles. Maybe Eagles have
Oof.
nothing to play for at that point.
Maybe.
They've probably locked up the 1 seed. Maybe the Vikings lose a few times.
Yep.
Eagles. I mean, I think the Eagles are great, so I don't see
Same.
them losing very much coming up. So they could
Same.
potentially have it all locked up by then. So maybe we get a win there.
Free win, please. If we
Then,
lose again, then I'll be very sad. But
yes. And then close out Panthers Saints, maybe for the
ooh,
division.
for
Who
that,
knows?
and you truly don't know. It's
Yeah.
that's how up in the air the NFC South is, and
Mhm.
that's bonkers. So out
I
there,
mean, that'd be pretty fun if we get
laying
to
it
the
out like
end.
that, oh,
Yeah.
it definitely would be. But laying it out like that actually is like there's a glimmer of hope.
I
There
think there is. I think
there
there is.
is, but
They got to beat the Bucks this week.
I think that
It
starts with
starts
Jameis though.
Monday night, December 5th. It all
This was
starts.
this was all part of Dennis Allen's master plan is to bring Jameis back versus the Bucks, and it's gonna
Ooh,
ignite a fire under him, right? And then
yeah.
he's gonna lose out the rest of the season, and we're not gonna
No, no,
resign anybody.
no. We got to go 9-8, 9-8. Squeak
Okay,
into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens from there.
I guess so. I guess so. That's all we have going.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I mean, hey, the Dolphins won like 8 out of 9 games to finish the season last year. It's
That's
not
true. That's
impossible.
true. It's
You know,
happened.
even when you feel down in the NFL, literally anything can happen. So
That's true. It's very
we'll
very
see.
true.
We'll see what happens. All right, Jack, where can they find you online?
Best place to find me is on Twitter, and that's at Jack_Tiernan. You can follow me there for as long as Twitter exists.
Mm,
To NFL takes, NBA takes, especially, and when we get back to it, MLB takes, and occasionally a
yes.
Pokemon like here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta throw it in. You can also follow my
Definitely.
disc golf account, and that's at Jack Disc Golf on Instagram. Follow me there for disc golf content. I have a last tournament of the season coming up, and then we're on to
Mm,
2023. But yeah, definitely follow me those places.
awesome. And then you can follow me on Twitter at the fake B Martin. That's our channel on Twitter at Wicked Good Sport or WG Everything. Instagram Wicked Good Everything. Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Good Everything. And on TikTok, search Wicked Good Sports. Search Wicked Good Everything. We also have a blog, which is wickedgoodeverythingsports.com, and a spin-off channel where Brett and Aaron, our soccer correspondents, cover the Premier League and right now the World Cup, and that is Swinging at Shins. Links will be down below, of course. Jack, thank you so much for your time.
Of course, Brian. Thanks for having me.
See you all in the next one.